Hello guys, this is Pokemon Legend Tips with another video, and before we move into the real deal, please subscribe to the channel, drop a like. If you have any questions you can ask us in the comments, or even better, join us on Facebook. The link is in the description below. So today, as the tradition goes, we're gonna try to do a top 10 video, but since there is a new mode, which is the League Conference, we're gonna do a top 20 video instead. So it's gonna be about IV only, and we're gonna rate Pokemons of the game according to the IVs. And this is really important. Why? Is because these Pokemons that have a really high IV have a higher chance to win a match in Justice mode, since Justice mode only considers IV, skills and base. That's pretty much it. So it doesn't really take in consideration everything else. So yeah, in real player versus player, this might be different. There's a lot of stuff that happens in there, ISO skills, breakthroughs, but in this new Justice mode, only the IV and the skills take really good part of a match. So let's start, and I'm gonna start first with not a top 20, but I'm just gonna include the top 21 because it's a really honorable mention. Okay, so for the top 21 we have a really famous brothers. They are Black and White Kyurem, and now you know that I could not just let these two Pokemons go without mentioning them. So they are 21 in ranking with the total of IV of 744. So you know that these Pokemons are really awesome. Even in the new Justice mode, they are they are only awesome right now in the new Justice mode, since in real player versus player they are really lacking lately. So in the top 20 we have two Pokemons, one bug buffer, which is Genesect, and another one which is not a buffer but really weird Pokemon, which is a psychic Pokemon, and it's Cresselia. So yeah, Cresselia has a high IV apparently, and it's a 750 IV. So she has an IV of 750. That's really high. And Genesect has an IV of 750 as well. So these are the top 20 right now, and both of them have an IV of 750. Okay, let's move to the 19th position with actually 4 Pokemon, and they are all psychic. So let's go ahead. We have the psychic buffer Tapu Lele with a total of 755. We have Mewtwo, which is Super Dream here, again with the same number, 755. We have both Solgaleo and Lunala. So Solgaleo and Lunala are here with a total of 755 as well. So all these make the top 19. They have all of them are super nice as well in the new mode. So in the top 18 we have a really unpredictable Pokemon. He's a Ghost Duck type, and yes, it's Sableye. Yeah, I thought you're never gonna guess that. So he's Mega Sableye actually. So it's evolution of Sableye. Yeah, this is it. Now we're looking at him, and he has some nice attack, but he has really awesome defenses. So he's a really good tank. 222 IV in P defense. That's super high. Okay, let's move to the top 17. The top 17, there is 2 of my favorite Pokemons right now, Cobalion and Vasion. So you have Cobalion here and Vasion with 768, and you might be wondering where's the rest of the Sword of Justice teams. Apparently, Terrakion is really weak. Yes, he has, in terms of IV, only 674. And as of Gallio, which is the other Sword of Justice, he has a 700, I think. He's lower than BNV. He has 741. So he's basically the top 22 most powerful Pokemon. He's really nice. That's why he actually replaces Terrakion in the Sword of Justice team. So yeah, the 17th position go to both Cobalion and Vasion, and that's why I actually recommend everyone to be using these two. Let's talk about the top 16. We have Giratina. So Giratina is top 16. Where is this guy supposed to be? Around the corner. He's a ghost type Pokemon. Yup, this is him. But we are talking about this. He's a tank. He's not that powerful in this form. He's only a tank. But afterwards he will be really super fine. So he has IV of 769. After that we have really weird Pokemon, which is Psychic. I did not expect this one. It's Lugia. So yeah, Lugia is top 15. So Lugia is flying. He has really nice special defense, 140. So he might be more of a tank in Psychic and in the new mode as well. So let's move to the top 14. We have two newer Pokemon that I can sadly show you right now since I don't have them. And they have just been introduced. So it's the Therian form of both Landorus and Tundros. So these have high IV as well. They have around 700. They have 788 exactly in IV. So both dependent Landorus has really high P attack, 181. Same for Tundros, but it's in special attack. So these are really also high speed, 153. So they are really nice Pokemons to have. Now let's go into the top 13. We have Mega Ray. So Mega Ray, another Pokemon that is really nice in the new Justice mode. So he has IV of 780. That's really high. Only 2 points above the Therian forms, Tundros and Landorus. Okay, now let's go into the top 12. We have another flying Pokemon, actually, Flying Fire. Ho-Ho. Finally, Ho-Ho shows up. So 784, ex-aequo with another Pokemon actually, which is the Phase Xeneras, whatever his name is. I hate this guy's name. Xerneas. Yeah, should be fine. So Xerneas, both of them have really high IV, 784. Each one of them serves in their particular teams. Okay, let's move to the top 11. We have another Fairy Pokemon, which is really nice, which is Diancie. Really strong. She's awesome in the new Justice mode, cannot be debuffed and so on. Her skills are really cool. So it's a must-have, I think, in the new Justice mode. She is ranked 11 and has 785. As now we are moving into the top 10 right now. So in the 10th position we have actually 3 Pokemons, and you might have guessed them already from the last video. We have Groudon, not Origin, just Groudon, and we have Guzzlord. He's supposed to be Dragon, as well as a Water Buffer, which is Kyogre. So these Pokemons, okay, to be honest, only Groudon and Kyogre are really nice in the new Justice mode. Guzzlord, I feel he's a bit too squishy in front of Fairy teams. So yeah, I would say these are really nice. They have a total of 788 in IV. So the top 9 position goes to 2 evolution of the same Pokemon. He's actually, we have him here. So we have Super Dream Y and Super Dream X. So this is Super Dream Y, and X we're gonna show it to you in a second. Don't have him yet, but I do have his evolution here. First evolution. So this is Super Dream Max. Both have an IV of 792. Okay, so in the top 8th right now, there is a new Pokemon that just happened to land after this update. I don't have him, probably will never will. He's Cynthia Garchomp. So Cynthia Garchomp, Dragon Ground, super amazing damage, 182 in P attack. He's 798 in total. He's really great Pokemon right now to have in the game. Okay, now another ground dragon Pokemon in the 7th position. Everyone knows this. He was fan favorite for so long, still is. Zigrad, really awesome to have. He cannot be killed by Meloetta Sleep in the new mode. Yeah, he's really just used right now as support, but is really super cool to have as a Pokemon. Okay, so he has an IV of 800, only 2 points above Cynthia Garchomp. So now let's move to the top 6. One of the most amazing Pokemons, my favorite actually in the game as well. His Arceus can be used really everywhere in the gym servers. He's a must-have with a total of 802 points. He's top 6 currently. So in the top 5, finally, we have Psychic Pokemon and Roxas. So Roxas, real huge damager in Psychic teams, a must-have with Lele and Yuxi as well to have a meta team. So he has a total of 805, one of the highest damaging attacks in the game currently as well. So in his attack form, so forget about his speed form. In attack is meta right now. So let's move to the top 4. Top 4, sadly, we have a Pokemon that I don't have. I probably will never will again. And I'm just going to show it to you in the book. Actually, I don't need to show it to you in the book. I'm just going to show it to you here. It's actually Hoopa Unbound. Not this one, but the Unbound. So Hoopa Unbound is another one that is in the top 4 of the strongest Pokemon. Only a few people will actually have this guy. So... and I feel that it's really unfair to give him one of the highest IVs in the game, 807. He's already a killing machine with his skills, and now with high IV, it's probably impossible to kill this guy. If you have him, you have like 95% chance of winning the match, unless you meet a team that is like 12 million or 20 million higher than you, and or you have a really bad build, or you meet another Hoopa. So that's the only reason you can lose. He has, for God's sake, 200 IV and special attack. That's super high. Okay, so now we talked about the top 4. Let's talk about the top 3 Pokemon. So in the 3rd position, again, 2 Pokemons, ex aequo, both enemies in real life, and not only that, buffers of their own types. So you probably guessed them. Groudon again, Origin this time, and Water Kyogre Origin again. So both these in Origin form are super strong. Yeah. So this is the Origin form of Kyogre. Both are really needed in the new mode if you have either black and white Kyurem or a fire team or ground team. Okay, so now the top 2, and it has lost his top 1 from last time. Yes, it's Registeel, a tank with the X highest IV in the game, 835. So Groudon and Kyogre Origin had 824, and now Steelix has 835. That's not Steelix, Registeel. So that's a lot of IV right there. Sadly, there is no steel buffer currently. Maybe you can use him with Heatran and Cobalion, but just to boost Heatran a little bit. But yeah, right now there is no steel buffers, so you can't really use him that much. So right now let's talk about the top 1st position. He's a Dragon Ghost Pokemon, 854 in IV, 173 in HP. For God's sake, that's a lot. So he's you know him, is a buffer of dragon of ghost types. He's Giratina Origin. So Giratina Origin right now have taken the 1st position as the highest IV in the game. So this guy, look at this. Right now he's Origin, but he's also flashed. He has for God's Lord 1024 in IV. For God's sake, that's a lot. That's a lot of IV right there. So this is the highest monster in IV right now to have in the game. And this is good news for VIP 0 people, because they already give a modest personality Origin Giratina in the game already in dungeons, and you can just save for his stones, which is cheap, 7k, 6.9 to be exact in the in packages. So yeah, he's really easy to get to be honest, and he has a really high IV, so yeah, he's a great Pokemon to have. So yeah, this concludes our ranking today. 854 for Origin Giratina. Hope you guys have enjoyed this, and see you guys later with another top 20.